In the previous lecture, we have learned about a single phase inverter. So we have learned about half bridge circuit and a full bridge circuit. And now we need to see a three phase inverter, which is the last unit of power electronics subject of fourth semester students. So the first thing to look into a three phase inverter is the circuit diagram. Okay, so I'll draw the circuit diagram. It is quite similar to the single phase uh, circuit which we have learned. So we will be having a DC supply like in a full bridge inverter, and then we are going to have our switches and with the anti-parallel diode. Okay, this is similar to what you have learned in your full base single phase inverter. So like this, there will be three legs. Okay, so this is one, then comes the second with its pair, then the third one. So all these switches are unidirectional switches as we have learned before. So first let us name it. So let us see, say V is the uh, battery potential, DC battery potential. Then we can have this as to be T1, D1, then T2, D2, then T3, D3. This looks very odd that I'm just without any order. I'm just nomenclating, giving the nomenclature of these thyristor. But this is because of some reason. Okay, so this is T5, D5, and this is T6, D6. Okay, these are the switches, and all are unidirectional switches. So all can conduct current in single direction. Okay, all the switches can conduct the current in single direction. So the first leg will give you A phase. Let me say this is A point, and the second is our B phase. Okay, and the third is our C phase. This three phase supply will be used to supply a three phase load. Okay, so this is your three phase load. Okay, and this the star point is our neutral. Fine. So this is our circuit diagram. Now let us see the working of this circuit. How this circuit can convert your a DC source to a three phase AC source. Okay, so there are two things, two modes to understand here. In two mode it works, this circuit. One is 180-degree conduction mode, and second is 120-degree conduction mode. So in this lecture I'll be taking only 180-degree mode. So in next lecture we will do 120-degree mode. So what is this meaning 180-degree mode? Actually, each switch conducts for 180 degree. Okay, if the output voltage source periodic length, if you can say 360 degree, then for half of this time, each switch will conduct. Okay, so this is the first case. So for 180 degree conduction mode, the first point is that each switch conducts for 180 degree. Okay. Second thing is that because this is generating a three-phase supply, this is generating a three-phase supply. So each phases should be on after 120 degree. If you see the uh, three-phase source, then after these all these three phases lags by each other by 120 degree. It is when first phase is on, then B phase will be on after 120 degree, and the C phase will on after another 120 degree. So what we can say that if T1 is switched on at omega t is equal to 0, then T2 will be on at, sorry, T2, I said T2, it is T3, the second phase upper switch. T3 will be on at omega t is equal to 120 degree, and T5 is switched on at omega 2 t is equal to 240 degree. Okay, so if the AC supply is 360 degree, a full cycle of AC supply that has to be generated, in that uh, the T1 will be on at, if T1 is on at omega t is equal to 0, then T3 will be on at 120 degree after that. Okay, the B phase has to generate after 120 degree. It has to be delayed. So the switch has also to be switched on after 120 degree. Then the third phase, T5. T5 will be switched on at omega t is equal to 240 degree. Okay, so this is the crux of generating the uh, firing signal for these switches. Okay, these two things you have to remember, then every other thing will come in line. Okay, so what I said that uh, let me divide this 360 degree in 60 degree time interval. So let us say 60, 120, 180, 240, 300, and 360. Okay, so what I just said, I said that for T1, if T1 is switching on at omega t is equal to 0, so this is omega t equal to 0. Okay, so this will switch on at omega t is equal to 0, and it will conduct for 180 degree, na? 180 degree. Okay, so this is 180 degree, and this is 360. For half of the time, it will not be on. So what will be T3? T3, I said that it will be on after 120 degree. So it will be starting from 120 degree, Okay, so if I just draw a line, so let me complete this. You can just skip a minute maybe. This is 240. This is 300. Okay, so T3 will be on at 120 degree. From 120 to 180 degree. Okay, fine. And T5 T5 will be starting at 240 degree. So it will be switched on at 360 and carry on for 180. Okay. Now it has to be noted that the switches which are in the same length. So we have drawn the switches firing signal for T1. We have decided that it will be switched on at t is equal to 0, omega t is equal to 0. Then T4 should not be switched on when T1 is on, because it will bypass the DC voltage source. We have talked this in the previous lecture. So, so the T4 has to be switched on when T1 is off. So we can now draw the firing signal of T4, T6 and T2. So what that will be? So this we can say is for T4. Let me write down T4 here, T1 here, and remove T1 from here. Okay. Likewise, this will be for T3 and this will be for T6. Okay. So, so T6 will be on from omega t is equal to 0 to omega t is equal to 120 degree, and then T6 will be off, and then again it will be on at at omega t is equal to 300 degree. Now writing for T5. So this is T5. Now this is T5, and in between there will be T2. So this is the firing sequence of all the switches. Just see here, we have switched on T1 at omega t is equal to 0. Okay. Now which switch we have on at omega t is equal to 60 degrees? Just subsequent. At omega t is equal to 60 degrees, we have switched on T2. Just see here, this one. We have now switched on T2. So at omega t is equal to 0, T1 is on. At omega t is equal to 60 degree, T2 is on. And just see omega t is equal to 120 degree, T3 is on. Just see here. And likewise, you will see at 120, T4 is on. And then T5 will be on at 240. Then T6 will be on at 300. Just see. That's why the switches are being named in that. So, so in this series in which we are switching on any switch, we are giving it a a nomenclature: T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, T6. Okay, so this is a firing circuit. So we need to just analyze what will be the voltage across all the phases when these switches are on. Okay, I will just give you one case. So our let me draw my reference circuit has to be like this. So I'm not now making the diodes. I'm just making uh, the switches. Diodes are for inductive load. Okay, so they will come into picture when there is inductive load, as we have talked in our previous lectures. Okay, so that should be acceptable to you all. Okay, so this will be generating A phase, this will be generating your B phase, and this will be generating your C phase. So nomenclature, just remember: T1, T3, T5, T4, T6, and T2. Okay, and then we can connect our load. Okay, and this is our neutral point. Now let us analyze this circuit when uh, omega t lies between 0 and 60 degree. So for omega t that lies between 0 degree and 60 degree, okay, then what will be the circuit? So this circuit, then see this circuit in between, which thyristor we are giving, we are switching on to which thyristor we are giving the pulses. So it is T1, T6, and T5. Just say T1, T6, and T5. So those which we are just giving the firing signal, that switch will be on and other will be off. So let us do that thing. So this is our V potential DC voltage source. Then we are switching on T1. Okay, so T1 is switched on, and therefore the load will be connected. Okay, between let us say this is T1 and it has been shorted. So your uh, A phase is connected, and this is our neutral point. Okay, now let us talk about T5. So T5 is another. So we can say this. Okay, so this is your C phase, and this is your T5, and this is also connected to neutral. So both these are connected to the neutral point. Okay, and about T6, just see we are switching on this one, T6. It means T6, when you are switching on, then this point, the negative point, will be connected to your T6. Okay, this will be connected, and so our phase will be B phase here and the neutral here. So this, just see how it has been connected. So this is our neutral point. Just have a look at it. Just pause the video and just try to see that from where the connection are being connected, from where the nodes are being connected. So it means that these two coils is connected in parallel and then to series with this. So let us say that these are having an impedance Z. Okay, So what we can just write, we can write that this circuit is equivalent to a circuit which is equivalent to this, isn't it? Z, and this is our neutral point. Okay, so this is V. So now we can find that this node is A as well as C, and this node is B, and the center point is neutral point. So what will be the voltage across this point and voltage across this? A, C to neutral and B to neutral. So just we need to apply a simple voltage divider rule, that the voltage across A or the voltage across C will be equal to the V into the impedance across it, that is Z by 2, divided by Z plus Z by 2. Simple. So this will be V by 3. How much it will come? V by 3. So VA is equal to VC is equal to V by 3. And what will be V and B? So this is VAN, VCN, the potential drop from VAC to N. So if the current flows like this, then obviously this is the picture of polarity. Okay. So what will be VBN or VNB? Let me say VNB. So VNB will be equal to how much? That will be V into Z divided by Z plus Z by 2. So it will come out to be 2V by 3. So we can just draw our VAB, VAN, sorry, VAN, VCN, and VBN. Okay. So let me say VAN. So what this will be? In here, VAN is equal to V by 3. Let me say this is our V by 3. Okay. And what will be VBN? VBN is coming out to be opposite to VNB. So what will be VBN? VBN will be minus 2V by 3, isn't it? So VBN will be minus 2V by 3. This is minus 2V by 3. And let me draw VCN a bit below. Okay, this will be fine. So what will be VCN? VCN is your V by 3. Okay. So from 0 to 60 degree, so these are our phase voltages. Okay. Now let us study for omega t is equal to 60 degree to 120 degree. So for 60 degree to 120 degree. Now just see which switches are on. So from 60 degree to 120 degree, T1 is on. So T1 we are making on. Now T6 is on. So T6 is on here as well. T6 is on. And then T2 is on. Now T5 is off. What is on? T2 is on. So if T2 is on, then what we can do, So we can just remove this part and we can connect here. So our C will be here now. Just for what we have done for B. Now same thing we can do for C. Now again solving what you will see. So you will see that now the upper one is Z and the lower one will be Z by 2, because now between the neutral and B and C phase there are two impedances. They will be connected in parallel. So the same thing which we have done in uh, in previous uh, from 0 degree to 60 degree for upper switches, the same thing is being repeated, but here the lower switches are having two phases. Okay, so what will happen? So the C you can remove from above and C you can draw in below. Okay, now VAN here will be 2V by 3, same as we have done in the previous. So now what will be for this circuit? VAN will be how much? It will be 2V by 3. And what will be VBN is equal to VCN? It will be minus V by 3. Okay, so now we can do it again. So for VAN, it will be 2V by 3, like this. And in VBN, it will be a bit less. Okay, and VCN, it will be minus V by 3. Just see here. Now just repeat this for the third duration. That is omega t is equal to 120 degree to 180 degree. So omega t from 120 degree to 180 degree. Now just see which switches are on. So T1 is remaining on as it is. So T1 we are having in our circuit. Now T3 is on. T3 is the B phase. So now the B phase is connected to plus B potential. Okay, so we can remove our B here and we can connect our B here. Now see how the things are changing, and similarly the circuit will also change. So now we can write, so the lower uh, phase will be Z. Now again we can write VAN as to be V by 3, because uh, there are two phases connected in parallel. So it will be V by 3, which will be equal to VBN. Okay, and VCN, what it will be? VCN will be minus 2V by 3. Okay, so we can just draw this. So VAN will be your V by 3, VBN will be V by 3, and VCN will be minus 2V by 3. Okay, now just check for 180 degree to 240 degree. So 180 degree to 240 degree. Now in from 180 to 240, T4 is on. Now see, T4 is on, T3 is on, and T2 is on. Okay, so T4 if on, then the A phase will be connected from neutral to negative point. So we can remove here, and we can connect our A phase like this. So this will be A. Now T3 is on, so B remains same, and T2 is on. So here also this remains same. Now we can just again change our circuit. So above will be B. Now impedance in above half cycle will be Z. In the lower half cycle it will be Z by 2, because there are two phases in parallel, and the two phases here will be A and C. Now you can write what will be VBN. Your VBN will be 2V by 3, and what will be your VAN is equal to VCN. It will be minus V by 3. Okay, now just put it in our waveform. So it will be minus V by 3. For B, it will be 2V by 3, and for C, it will be minus V by 3. Okay, now check it for 242 300 degree. 242 300 degree. In that case, T4 is on, so A remains at the same position. Then T3 is on. T3 is on, it means B remains at same position, and now T5 is on. So T5 is on, it means C phase will be connected to V potential. So we should remove this, and we should connect our C phase from V potential. Okay, and A phase will be connected to neutral point like this. Then again we can change. So it will be BC will be above. This will be Z by 2, and from here we can remove. So this is the real picture. Now we can write VBN will be equal to V by 3 equal to VCN. And what will be VAN? VAN will be equal to minus 2V by 3. Okay, just put off. So there should be some space. Let me write it like this, so don't confuse. So VBN is your V by 3. Okay, and your VCN will also be V by 3. So where is VCN? Here it is, VCN 3, V by 3. Okay, now the last section of this cycle. So it will be from 300 degree to 360 degree. So from 300 to 360, T4 is on. So T4 means A phase is connected to the negative. So this is okay. Then T6 we are making it on. So B phase will come from above to down. So B phase we can make like this. And what will be C? So T5 phase remains on. So C will be connected to our V potential. Okay. So now we can just again change the circuit. So it will be C, and then it will be Z, and then A and B are connected to negative potential, zero potential of the DC battery source, and the phase between neutral and these phases is Z by 2. Okay, so we can now write what will be your VCN. VCN will be equal to 2V by 3. And what will be your VAN? So VAN will be minus V by 3. And what will be VBN? VBN will remain same. Okay, so let us just complete it. So VAN remains at minus V by 3. VBN also comes down, okay, and VCN will be 2V by 3. Fine. So now we can, these are phase voltages, the voltage between phase and the neutral. Now we can draw the line voltage. Line voltage is what? VAB. VAB means VA, VAN minus VBN. So VAN minus VBN, if you just see, then you have to reverse the VBN and just add to VAN. So just let me just write it down. We will be not needing now these circuits. So what I said, VAB is equal to VAN minus VBN. Okay, so we just need to reverse VBN and add to VAN, like in from 0 to 60 degree. Just see, VAB will be what? VAN is here V by 3, and minus of what is VBN? It is minus 2V by 3. So what it will be? It will be V. Okay, so let me say that this is your V. Okay, VAB. Now in the second case, just see, so in the for from 60 degree to 120 degree, so what will be VAB from 60 degree to 120 degree? So it will be 2V by 3. So VAN is 2V by 3 minus of what? Minus V by 3. So it is again coming out to be V. So it will carry on V. Now from 120 degree to 180 degree, just see, VAN is V by 3 and VBN is also V by 3. So it will be 0. So from here it will be 0. And in the next case, just see, VAN is minus V by 3 and VBN is 2V by 3. So it will be minus V. And again in next cycle, you can check that it is V minus V and then it is 0. So this is V and minus V. So your line voltage is fluctuating between V voltage and minus V voltage. Okay. So similarly, you can draw for VBC now. So VBC will be VBN minus VCN. So just reverse it. So VB in from 0 to 60 degree, what is VBN? It is minus V by 3 and VCN is V by 3. So reversing, it will be V. Okay. And then in the next cycle, just see. So VBN is minus V by 3 and VCN is minus V by 3. So it will be 0 here. And then next, VBN is plus V by 3 and VCN is minus 2V by 3. So it will be plus V. So you can see it is just coming like this. Okay. And now you can draw for VCB. So there is a less space here, VCA. And you can just see that it will now VAB starts from omega t is equal to 0 to omega t is equal to 120 degree, and then VBC is starting, and when VBC ends, then VCA will start. So this is obvious that this will come. Okay, and this will be like this. So this will be VCA. So these are three line voltage which are developing, and the switching is explain here. So just see, in your single phase inverter, the full bridge circuit, the maximum the V voltage was coming for half of the cycle, and minus V was coming as to be for another half cycle. Here for 120-degree your line voltage is V, then it is becoming 0. So your line voltage will come out to be so if you just write the Fourier of this, just do the Fourier analysis of this circuit, then you will find that it is 4V by pi, and there will be a term of cos pi by 3. Okay, so in harmonics terms you can write it like this: n pi and sine n omega t minus pi by 6. Sorry, it will be omega t plus pi by 6. Okay, and then and when you will just do for VBC, you will calculate, then it will be n pi cos n pi by 3 sine of n omega t. No, just delaying it by 120-degree, then it will be omega t minus pi by 2. Okay, and when you write VCA, you can write it 4V upon n pi cos of n pi by 3. Okay, so and sine of n omega t, you can just see it is 5 pi by 6. Just delay by it by another 120-degree, so that will be 210. So you can write it as to be 150-degree. So this is 150-degree, 5 pi by 6. Okay, so here the n is odd number, 1, 3, 5, like that. 1, 3, 5, 7 to infinity. So this is how in 180-degree conduction mode the a three-phase source is generated, three-phase AC source is generated. So thank you for now. We will meet in the next lecture with the three-phase inverter circuit in 120-degree mode. Till then, goodbye, and please ask your doubts in the relevant at relevant platform. Thank you.